2016 is like your straight-laced cousin whose idea of fun is going down to the local wine mixer and taking just more than one sip. Wild, huh? Doom Eternal, on the other hand, is your coke-puffing uncle who's promised to take you to Tijuana on your 18th birthday to meet his favorite girl that does this crazy thing with ping pong balls. The latter is probably gonna ruin your life, make you come home with a strange rash, but you're gonna love every minute of it. This is my Doom Eternal review. id Software is able to achieve with this particular IP is that they are able to make an experience that is fun and gory, but engaging and challenging. That is achieved in almost every part of Doom, but not every part. This is not the same game Doom 2016 was. The brutality and punishing nature of the game lost me initially. The chainsaw for me in the beginning had become a necessity rather than a fun way to kill demons, allowing one piece of fuel to ensure you can saw a lowly minion in half to gather more ammo, which this time around your ammo stocks are restricted heavily unless you upgrade your capacity with the Sentinel crystals, also allowing you to up your health and armor capacity as well. That's what we call a segue, boys. But in keeping with the theme of punishing gameplay, the need for glory kills had no longer become a fun way to eliminate an enemy, but a necessary to keep your ever-dwindling health restored. In my 10 impressions, I said this feels like the id Software guys got a hold of some COD devs and then set them to work on upping the momentum of play to an insane degree. That it feels like it was made for pro COD players rather than your general gaming demographic. In the beginning of this game, it frustrated me, dying 5 times on normal difficulty, and no amount of chainsaw or glory kills is going to make me have any fun. But as I played, I learned I must have glory kills.
Must use the chainsaw more. Move, experiment with the movement and switch between weapon mods to keep up your health. Armor needs to be refilled. Use the flamethrower and the fire grenade.
And once you learn all that, you find that feeling again from 2016. The gore, the majesty of every new enemy and how you plan on killing them. It's a big curve, and it'll vary on how quickly you get that feeling from 2016 back. For me, it was by the 3rd mission, adding on to the increasing amount of weapons and new grenade types, new mods for weapons, new upgrades for your suit, runes allowing you to perform glory kills from farther away, among other things. Once you learn the meta, actually all those things they allow you to use over the course of the game can make you forget, oh, I actually have that weapon, or oh, I actually have a new grenade type. I should probably use that. The game not only recaptures the feeling of destruction from 2016 and the retro games, but adds a new blend of mechanics that allows the game to feel fresh and not simply a retread, of which I don't think many people honestly would have scoffed at. Now, that meta I'm talking about is not gonna be for everyone. The sheer speed and twitch shooter type gameplay simply is not gonna be for you. This is one of the first games in a long time from a major publisher that taps in and focuses on a niche of this heavily difficult and brutal learning curve instead of being everything for everyone. Even on the easiest difficulty, I think many players will simply be turned off by this, but for me, this is a game that challenges and engages me on a base level. The game is going to get tougher and try to kill you no matter the settings you choose, and that's what makes this game fun. It gives you the sense of accomplishment when you do win, but for some, it's simply going to be a turnoff, and if it isn't for you, the 2016 version is going to be more what you're looking for. As for this iteration, it seems to be more for the people who are deeper into the Doom formula and wanted more of that punishing gameplay. And of course, platforming is now much more of a thing, and sometimes acts as more of an annoyance as you try to get to the next shooting gallery of demons. They can be some fun figuring out at times, kind of like a Portal game, but just a really crappy version of it. The start-stopness of the tone in missions is a bit annoying, as the platforming is quite a bit lengthy at times, but finding, say, one-ups or secrets makes you happy enough to go through them at the very least. Now, the pimple on the ass cheek of Doom Eternal. Battle mode. Not a bad idea at all. Asymmetrical gameplay, 2-player controlled demons against the player controlled Slayer should provide more fun and replayability to an already replayable game. but the word on the unmentionables of Doom Eternal is severely unbalanced. 3 players new to the mode, demons win. 3 players experienced with the mode, demons win. You would think an experienced Slayer player can go and beat 2 newbies. Nope! That has never been my experience playing this mode. The closest anyone got to beating me as a demon was a game where I played a new demon that I had never played before. The Slayer won the first 2 rounds, but the nanosecond I figured out my chosen demon, how to play them and summon our demons correctly, we swept the next 3 rounds. They never won. I have never won as a Slayer, not for lack of trying. The ability of the demons to block loot from the chainsaw or glory kills makes the Slayer a cornered animal that you can poke at for 3 rounds. The problem is, in this handsome reviewer's opinion, is that punishing gameplay from single player when stacked against AI works fine. The AI isn't going to meta game against the player, but 2 hyper-aggressive players with 1 demon firing at range and the other keeping the pressure on, even in public matches it can sometimes only take 1 good demon player to tip the scales in their favor. Summoning other demons effectively leaves the Slayer up shit's creek. I'm sorry, but battle mode needs immediate reworks before it's ready. Just to tack this on at the end, it does seem like I've gone back and played the battle mode just a bit. I don't know if they have changed some things a bit or maybe switched things around, but it does feel a little better. But as of putting the review up and things like that, it still isn't at a good enough, par in my opinion. Wait, there's a story? What the hell is there a story? Story in a Doom game. Yeah, unlike its 2016 counterpart, the story and lore is up front. In Eternal, Doomguy's background in this great battle between the Sentinels, this cross between Vikings and the thick boys from Gears of War and the demonic forces, it's interesting, though the 2016 version with jokes like Doomguy pushing away the monitor when having the plot explained to him is probably what I would have wanted more of, though the exploration of the background of the world is fun to learn, and besides it's not in your face as much as the Codex has more of the story elements and background info you need if you're really interested. Your job as Doomguy is to track down the 3 Hell Priests, the main boys holding down the invasion of Earth, killing them, and the new boss the Khan Maker, and 1 more returning boss from the retro games. No spoilers, play it and you'll find out, and hopefully you can stop the demonic forces invading Earth. The game handles this new focus on the story with grace, not too much to bring your attention away from the badass gameplay, not too little to make you forget it's a nice thing in between fights to give a cool look at Doomguy's personality. Honestly, just give Doomguy wanting to enjoy the killing of demons because that's what he does, with plenty of jokes about him not knowing or really caring as to what it would accomplish, would have been fine with me. But the id Software team wanted to challenge themselves and provide a fresh experience, and I salute them. Now, it's verdict time. Doom Eternal didn't have to be anything more than it already was, but the insistence of id Software is admirable. They insisted on trying new things and put out, once again, another glorious product onto us. But with the small stumbling block that is battle mode. With all of its elements lined up in front of me, I have no problem giving this game a 9 out of 10. This is a potential 10 out of 10, or I would say inevitable 10 out of 10, due to simply the battle mode balancing. Every part of the game has to line up perfectly, and there's just some pieces here that just didn't fit together. But I think the replayability factor of Doom Eternal is more than worth $60. The inclusion of about 6 or 7 different difficulty modes is going to make you play this game several times over, and especially the addition of cheats and other just amazing unlockables, master levels, optional challenges that you may have missed. This game is going to have you playing it for hours upon hours. If you enjoyed the video, please like and leave a comment down below on this video, and subscribe for weekly gaming content. My name is TenWise, and I'm out.